7 years. That's how long this rig has been standing. PVC bones gone brittle, sagging under their own arrogance, unsupported overhangs drooping like tired shoulders at the end of the shift. The new cups, well, they don't fit anymore. Too big for the holes. The spacing, horizontal, vertical, was always too tight. Plants crammed in like strangers on a bus, fighting for space, fighting for light, overcrowded, overworked, but somehow still producing. Now it sits empty, no basil, no mint, no rocket clawing towards the sun, just a hollow frame, stripped of its green goodness. But this is not a failure. This thing was a workhorse, a prolific producer of herbs and salads, season after season. It gave more than it should have, and now it waits. It waits for a rebirth, the next chapter in herb deliciousness. There's a certain satisfaction in tearing something down. The pipes, brittle, worn, past their prime, snap and crackle like old bones. 7 years of service and now they're headed for the scrap heap. No ceremony, no tears. Just the end of their usable life. The upright supports, although they're still solid, stubborn, dependable, they stay. The nutrient tank, well, rust is creeping in along the edges, but it's still holding water. It's still useful. And the pump? 7 years submerged, humming away in the dark. Miraculously, still alive. That too earns a place in the rebuild. A quick brush to clear the cobwebs, a sweep to chase away the ghosts of seasons past, and suddenly the clutter is gone. What's left is a blank canvas, empty, waiting. The promise of something new, something better. The kind of fresh start that only comes after you've stripped everything down to nothing. Measure twice, cut once. That's the rule. Although in this game it's more like measure, curse, cut, and then hope it fits. The new pipework takes shape. Leaner, meaner. One less horizontal rail. Longer risers stretching upwards, clawing for height. The shorter rails fix the sins of the past. No more sagging overhangs. No more drooping like tired old scaffolding. Shorter, tighter. Just like me. It's not elegant. It's not pretty, but it is functional. And in the world of hydroponics, function beats form every time. This is the skeleton of the new system. Clean lines, sharper angles. A promise that maybe this time it won't collapse under its own ambition. A straight edge, a sharpie, a little patience. That's all it takes to scribe a line down the rails. Our centre line. Our roadmap. Holes, elbows, risers, all of it will follow this mark. Without it, well, you're just guessing. And guessing is how you end up with a crooked mess that mocks you every time you walk past it. 230 from the end, 150 between centres. Numbers that mean nothing to anybody else, but here they are gospel. Spacing that gives the plants room to stretch, to breathe, to live without elbowing each other for space. The drill press hums steady and unforgiving. 40 holes punched clean through the PVC. Each one a promise. Each one a future home. Capacity cut in half, sure. But this isn't about quantity. It's about quality. Fewer plants, more room, more light, more yield. Productivity measured not in numbers, but in resilience. And that's a trade that I'll take every single time. The drill press is a brute. It doesn't care about finesse. Every hole it chews through leaves behind swarth and burrs, ragged edges, sharp enough to bite. Maybe it's the PVC, maybe it's the hole saw. It doesn't matter. The result is the same. Roughness like a shark skin, waiting to tear out anything that brushes past. But a file makes quick work of it. Steel against plastic, smoothing the scars, turning those edges from predator to peach. 1 hole, 2 holes, 40 in total. Each one filed, each one finished. A rhythm, a ritual. By the end, the rails are clean, the cuts are true, and the system is ready to breathe again. 40 scars, 40 promises. PVC glue is a monster. Brush it on, press the joint together, and it's done. No second chances, no undo button. The working window is short, unforgiving. You either line it up right or you live with the consequences. Not every joint needs glue. Leave one free, and you've bought yourself a little insurance policy, just in case the horizontal rail decides to betray you down the line. It's a kind of foresight you only learn after years of mistakes. Truth be told, I screwed one up. Got it wrong. Had to cut it out, patch it back together again. I won't tell you which one, and that's for you to spot, like a hidden scar in the system. A reminder that perfection is a myth, and repairs are part of the story. In the end, the rails hold fast, the skeleton stiffens, the system takes shape, and the glue, for all its brutality, becomes a silent promise that this thing will stand. The top cap. Easy to forget, until it betrays you. One quick hole, a hose connector, and it's locked in place, never to abandon its post. The old system relied on a press fitting, a flimsy little compromise that, when it came loose, drained the tank like a bad bartender pouring the drinks straight onto the floor. It happened more than once, a slow, humiliating disaster. But not this time. This time the connection is permanent. No slipping, no surprises. The cap holds fast. The hose stays true. A small detail, maybe, but it's the small details that decide whether your system thrives or bleeds out in the middle of the night. Time to button it all up. Pipe saddles clamp the PVC into place, locked against the upright. These aren't going anywhere. The skeleton is firm, the frame is set. The tank gets a scrub, the ghost washed away, then refilled with fresh water. The pump reconnects, power flows, and the system hums back to life. A low, steady heartbeat. And that's the end of part one. The teardown, the rebuild, the bones of the system now standing tall. Part two will dive deeper. The nutrients, the cycling, the clay medium, the cups and the planting. That's where the real life begins. For now, you've seen the resurrection. If you've made it this far, you know the drill. Like, share and subscribe. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Or tell me what I screwed up. Either way, the conversation is part of the journey.